Hey, yes, we are. Welcome back. Are you a part of the 80% of Americans who own a credit card? 80% seems like awfully low.
It seems like it would be 99.9% because everyone carries plastic these days. But since the economy took a turn for the worse, a lot of people can't make their payments.
Right, and that led to high interest rates, lots of late payments. But this morning, there's finally some good news. The credit card rules are changing, and the rules are finally in our favor.
It's about time. Alexis Vance, it's true. They're in our favor?
Well, yes. I mean, they're small steps, but we're getting there. And really, two big changes happened today, and we want to tell you what they are. You really need to know what they are so you can protect yourself.
New credit card rules start today, and you're going to like what I'm about to tell you. If your credit card company wants to change your interest rate, they now are required to tell you 45 days before doing so. How does that help? Jacob Gold, certified financial planner and author of Financial Intelligence, Getting Back to Basics After an Economic Meltdown, explains.
If you have a good credit score, you can opt out of it and you can close that card and get another credit card. But these days, credit card companies aren't knocking on our doors like they were 2 years ago, giving us new credit card applications. So unfortunately, if someone doesn't have the ideal credit score, you really are stuck with that, and there's not a whole lot you can do.
Another new requirement starting today, your payment cannot be marked late unless your credit card company sends out the bill 21 days before the due date.
At the close of the billing cycle, you had 14 days to pay your credit card statement. Now it's 21 days, so you get an extra week, which is good. But still, once again, it's not huge advancement. It's a small step for improvement.
These new rules are a part of legislation signed in May by President Obama. But Gold says one of the biggest areas that still needs to be improved, credit card companies can cancel your card without telling you.
Still, though, the biggest surprise is people going to the store and realizing that their credit card was canceled. There was an article in the Wall Street Journal a couple of weeks ago of an individual that was purchasing items for his business, went to the merchant, and the credit card was canceled. Talk about disruption to his business.
So again, there are still some problems out there, but this is a step in the right direction. Now, come February 2010, more rules are expected to be released to protect you. And one of them, it's in the works. It's not finalized yet, Rick and Alexis. But you know how you want to make a payment over the phone on your credit card and they'll charge you like $15, $25? Mm-hmm. Well, if this passes in February, one of the big things that'll be passed, it'll be free to make a credit card payment over the phone. So lots of good stuff happening on the way in February.
Well, that's good, because a lot of times if you forget, I do everything electronically now. And if I don't get something in the mail, whoops, I forget about it.
Well, yeah, and I did this on the Business Report in the 6 o'clock news the other day, that some people go through the entire store, if you can imagine, pick out all the things they want, and they go to check out, and they find that their credit card had been canceled, and they weren't even notified, and it wasn't even required by the company to notify them in advance. They have like 45 days after the fact. Can you imagine putting the stuff back?
You have to go back down every aisle.
It's embarrassing, yeah.
Yeah, that's terribly embarrassing.
Okay, thanks, Alexis.
I'm glad that, everybody should have a credit card. We're not disparaging credit cards, but, you got to use them responsibly, keep them paid off, and don't pay those high.